Well, hello everyone. It's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a pick a card reading today. This one is going to be about your love connection in separation. And we're going to see, does your person feel badly about what went down? Are they sorry about what happened? You know, especially if you guys had a falling out, what are they feeling now? What is their karma? Are they haunted, etc.? So obviously just take what resonates for you. You guys are more than welcome to pick more than one here. But we have for pile number 1, Goddess Lilith Snake. For number 2, we've got this really cool skull charm bowl. And then for number 3, we have this red and black dragon. So I'll put the timestamps down below. So we're going to go ahead and do some of this reading here on YouTube. And then I'm going to have extendeds for each one. So there will be 3 links for all 3 extendeds. I'll make sure that everything is situated so it's nice and easy for you guys to just go on through if you want to see the rest of it. So today, right now, what we're going to go into is what went down in the past between you and your person, as well as why did they do this? What caused them to do the things that they said or did? That way you're going to know whether or not that's your pile. So if it doesn't sound like your pile, you might want to switch over to another one. And then over on the extended, we're going to go into a snapshot of the karma that your person received. Okay. Do they feel badly? How do they feel about you now? Will they ever apologize? And then we're going to do some bonus charms and letters at the very end for each pile too. So anyways, you guys, everything will be listed down below as far as these beautiful orgonites, as well as all the decks I'll be using here today. And so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right. Okay, you guys, so if you chose pile number 1, which is the Goddess Lilith Coiled Snake, let's go ahead and see what we need to know today about your situation, your love connection, your soul connection in separation. So what went down with this person? Let's just get a snapshot of that right away. What went down with this person? What went down? What was the situation? Okay, so we have emotional abuse. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean that your person emotionally abused you. It may be that they suffer from some sort of trauma from their own past. And so, you know that saying, people that, usually are hurting other people are hurt themselves. Not that that's an excuse or anything, but we definitely have some sort of trauma here. It does say verbal manipulation, somebody who might humiliate you, reject you, gaslight you, maybe controls and shames you, emotionally neglects you or isolates you, yelling, swearing at you, deliberately trying to scare and isolate you from family or friends. So, it doesn't have to be all of those things, but there could just be a form of someone who is emotionally dysregulated and has a lot of trauma themselves. And so because they have not healed, they may project a lot of their crap onto you is what I'm seeing here. So let's see what else is coming through for this situation. Okay, we also have tunnel vision. So this tunnel vision is somebody that's not able to see your point of view. Maybe they just couldn't at the time. So remember, this is in separation. So this is in retrospect now. Your person may have not been able to see things your way. They could only see things one way. They had a very closed mind. That's also, I think, indicative of someone who has experienced a lot of trauma and hasn't healed or worked on themselves. They're not really going to see somebody else's point of view. Not saying this person is a narcissist at all, but they could, they could have been operating kind of narcissistically at the time with you. So just take that as it resonates. Let's see what else. What else is this energy here with what went down between the two of you? Okay, so what I'm getting here is that you guys might have had a really great beginning. You started off great. Everything was awesome. And then suddenly, when maybe things were getting a little bit more deep, maybe when things were getting more serious, it's like this person flipped a freaking switch and you might have been like, I don't even understand. That tunnel vision could have been like this person was really focused on you. And then all of a sudden they flipped a switch and it was just like, what is going on? How could you be so kind and so sweet and so loving? And then, just shift gears and now you're just like this monster that I don't even know. All right, let's see what else. Ooh, well, I'm going to tell you guys right now with this killer fisherman, this person has gotten their karma. They have definitely experienced something. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is that they may have tried to kind of go in another direction, kind of like leave you behind, not really follow up with you or try to reconcile their, your differences, say they're sorry. But when your person did try to move forward, they just had issues with someone else. Somebody could have actually ended up treating them and hurting them in very similar ways that they hurt and treated you. So you guys in number one are getting this confirmation here. It's kind of like Lilith, man. You don't want to mess with Lilith. This is a very dark goddess. And and if you're not careful, she's going to show you what's up. So this totally makes sense to me that you guys are getting that for this particular person. So let's go ahead and get some tarot cards and see what else is going on here. What else happened here in the past? What was the energy here? What went down in the past with this person? What are the details here? Okay, well, we have the Four of Wands. Look at that, 1111. Some of you guys could have felt like this was just, especially in the beginning, like, wow, this was something that was just magical, wonderful, amazing. I do get that your person did feel this too initially, but something may have happened here, something could have gotten triggered for them. Because of course, karma is our past kind of coming back to bite us in the ass. To me, it's like this person's past came back to bite them in the ass, even when they were with you. And so it caused whatever you guys were building, like this connection, this foundation, to crumble. And it's just unfortunate, but we do have Four of Wands energy here, 1111 for you guys. Ooh, yeah, look at that, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, of course, is a really tragic ending. It's very painful. There might have been this feeling of getting stabbed in the back, like maybe you felt like your person just stabbed you in the back, okay? But I just also feel, and we're not making excuses for this person, but they could have endured a lot of trauma in their life. And so again, it's like because they haven't really dealt with it, it's like all they know how to do is survive. It's like they're in this survival mode, and unfortunately, when you are in survival mode, you're operating from your ego, lower self, and you end up hurting people. We have the Six of Cups. So this Six of Cups does confirm for me that a lot of this person's behavior towards you is because of their past. I gotta say that for sure. And I'm also getting to you guys that even if your person did try to move past you and just kind of like thought that they were just going to leave you behind and be able to start fresh and start new, they have these, there's something that draws them back to thinking about you, having memories of you, thinking about how good it was in the beginning, how good they had it, and how much they may have screwed this up. So I definitely feel like not only is your person traumatized by their own past, but they're now traumatized by what went down with the two of you. That's what I'm seeing here. Wow. Okay. So I do feel like they think about you. They're nostalgic on this connection. They think about the pain that they caused you. And they know that they had a pretty good thing with that Four of Wands, but they screwed it up is what I'm seeing here. And karma's a bitch could mean that maybe they're thinking about coming back, or maybe they tried to come back and you're not having it. I don't know. So let's switch gears now and see, why did they do this? Okay. I can see that a lot of it was based on their trauma, but let's just see what else. Let's see what else wants to come through for a reason why they did this. Why did your person do this? Was that the root? Was that the root here of why they did this? Remember I said that this person is kind of narcissistic. We're not trying to diagnose or even label anybody here, but I mean, that might be something where you thought, oh my God, this person's such a narcissist, or this person was such, acted so narcissistically with me. Narcissists are not born, they're created. And they are created by their traumas, by just their circumstances, the things that are around them, the people that are around them, the way that they're treated, So this right here could be telling someone out there that, you're dealing with someone who's got a lot of issues at hand, and, it's quite difficult for them to change who they are. It doesn't mean that they could never change, but you might have felt like, oh my gosh, this person is just never going to change. They were so awful, sort of thing. So let's go ahead and see what else is going on here. Why did they do this? I feel like they've done this to other people. It's not just you. So I feel like, try not to take this too to heart. like too deep. Yeah. The reason why this person has a lot of roots from their past. It does say shameless. They have issues with being compassionate with other people because I feel in their past, they did not have a lot of compassion given to them. Okay. They may have been really shamed as just children. Maybe they didn't have anyone that understood them or that was really there for them. Again, we're not making excuses for this person, but there is some sort of issues that they have, and it is due to the fact that they have some rooted stuff in narcissism or just in that kind of realm there. All right, what else? Why did this person do this to you? What caused them to do the things that they did? This is my Divine Masculine Tarot, by the way, one of my newer decks. Ooh, King of Cups. This is Scorpio's energy. I want to tell you how I feel. I feel like this person did have a lot of feelings for you, but the problem is that they just didn't know how to show it. Okay, I want to tell you, but I feel like I can't. I can't be vulnerable with you. That's too vulnerable. You know, it's too iffy for me. It's not something where I feel safe. I don't feel like I'm in control if I am turning into, you know, just like this person that's just confessing everything. So they might feel like they're in control of their emotions with that King of Cups, but it's definitely to more of like a negative degree. Two of Swords, nothing makes sense. It's almost like what I'm seeing here from this individual is that they can't even make sense of why they do what they do. It's like they know they're screwed up. They know that they have this tendency to hurt other people, but yet they kind of keep doing it and they don't really change. So it's this Two of Swords stuck energy. Like, I don't really know why I did it. Like, I felt something, so I went with it. But then at the end of the day, whatever they decided to do here, it's like, it doesn't really make sense why they did that, because I feel like they really did have feelings for you. But if they had feelings for you, then why would they hurt you? It doesn't even make sense to them, you guys. They're very confused. So this to me is just somebody who's not in touch with their emotions. They want to be, but they're having a difficult time because they are afraid of their emotions here. And I have a plan for us, Page of Pentacles. So the Page of Pentacles here tells me pages are like children. They're younger. Okay, so we have a very mature energy here, and then we have the page. I feel like who this person was with you in the world is they were wanting to take things to the next level. They were wanting to pursue you. They were wanting to do things. And that might have made it even more painful for you, the viewer, because you're like, if you felt this way or you didn't feel this way, then why did you take me on this excursion? Why did you introduce me to your friends and family? Why did you do these things and make these plans for us, but yet you couldn't really follow through? Why would you give me all these empty promises is what I'm getting here for number one. And I'm getting that your person doesn't even know. They just go with it without thinking how it's going to affect other people, the consequences here. I'm having just as difficult as a time with my emotions as you are. No, you are not alone. We are in this together. So your person here is basically saying that they had difficulty showing their emotions to you. And they know that because of whatever went down here between you guys, they know that now you're having difficulties dealing with your emotions, kind of dealing with or working with the bag that they kind of left you holding, which was a whole hell of a lot of nothing. So you just feel like, what the F, right? So anyways, that is a snapshot of what you may have gone through with this person. So it either resonates with you or it doesn't. You guys can always go to pile number 2 or 3 to see if that fits for you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this to the extended. So I'll have number 1 extended if you guys want to go deeper into what's going on with this person. Remember, we're going to get a snapshot of that karma that did show up already. We're going to see what it looked like, what they went through. We're also going to see, do they actually feel bad about it now? And how do they feel towards you now? Are they ever going to apologize? And then we're also going to get some bonus charms. So anyways, you guys, I hope to see you over there. And thanks so much for watching. I hope that this resonated so far. All right, you guys, we're going to go ahead and move on into number 2. All right, you guys. So for those of you that chose number 2, the Skull Bowl, let's go ahead and see what we need to know about what went down with you and your person in the past. What was the energy here of your connection with what went down? What happened? Where did it all fall apart? Where did it all go wrong with your person that you're in separation with? What's the energy here? We have the dragon, okay? So of course the dragon in Eastern and Western philosophy is different. In Eastern tradition, it's about good luck, it's about power, it's very positive. The dragon, though, Western society is negative, evil, bad. So I feel like just the dragon even coming up, it's kind of like the devil. It's like the devil inside someone. It's like your dragons, your demons. So I feel if you guys chose number 2, you might be dealing with someone who's a little bit of a dragon, as in they have not quite cleared their shadow. And they might also project a lot of their own fears onto other people. So I'm going to go ahead and just read some of this. Some of this might resonate with you. Some of it might not, but it says a fiery, hot temperament spews out hurtful words during confrontations and arguments, but it's a scare tactic, seldom gives true love. Okay. So you're dealing with someone who basically uses a lot of fear and almost like a bullying type of behavior. But this is a tactic used because it's trying to fake everybody out, to make everyone around them feel like there's something that they're not. So they're hiding something. Seldom do they really give their true self. That's what I'm getting here from that seldom gives true love. This person is wearing a mask. You see these parades, right? And they're the dragons, they're like these, costumes, and people are like, you see the leg. So it's like a costume to me. This person wears a costume of a dragon. They're trying to be scary. They're trying to be dominant. They're trying to be strong, but deep down inside, they're very insecure. So what I'm getting here, you guys, is that whatever went down with this person in the past, it's because of their insecurity. They may have said some really hurtful things to you as well. And they may have also kind of stonewalled you when you tried to confront them about things, or maybe even gaslight you a little to make you feel like you were crazy or nuts for even confronting them, or even like turned it around on you. Like you came to them with something and then suddenly they're turning it around on you and you're like, what? Right? Some people have the tendency to do that. So let's see what else. Cold communication. That's why I said stonewall. Okay. Or just when they're saying things to you, it's just like really hurtful. So maybe you've tried to reach out to this individual, you've tried to communicate to them, and they just keep giving you that cold, distant, detached shoulder or just words. And you're just like really surprised because at the end of the day, you probably feel like this person did something to hurt you, but somehow it's like getting turned around and you're paying some sort of price. Right? You might look to this person and think they really should apologize, and you're really shocked that they haven't yet, if that's the case. So there could just be that real King of Swords, but in the reversed energy I'm picking up for this person. But it all has to do with their own insecurities, you guys. Okay, I'm just seeing here. This is like somebody who's like a little animal, but they're pretending to be the dragon. That's what I'm seeing here. We have boundaries. Yeah, this person has a very difficult time opening up. Okay, they do. They draw the line and they say, I can't. That's like what's going on deep down inside. I can't move past this. I can't open myself up. I am afraid. There's definitely fear here with this individual. And so they have, what I'm getting here is they've really like drawn a line between them and so many things in their life where they could have had potential to experience happiness and love and affection. But this person's very icy because they feel like that's what they need to be in order to be strong, so they're not hurt. So it's a very wounded child to me that hasn't worked on their inner child, or at least at the time when you were dealing with them. Oh, wrong deck. So let me go ahead and get one more card. See what else. Ooh, cut those cords. It's easy for this person to just cut people out. You might feel really hurt. You might feel like this person just cut you out without even another thought, just cut you out so coldly. You just still don't even understand. You're still looking for that closure. Okay. And they just said no. And just, that's it. That was it. Cut it short. So this person, I feel with that Freddy Krueger energy, it's like they're living in their own nightmare. They're creating a nightmare for their life. This person may not know how to be happy, or at least they didn't know how to be happy at the time that you were dealing with them. So it's just unfortunate for them. They've got a lot of, it's like they've got a lot of dreams with that Freddy Krueger thing. They dream of being happy one day, but when it comes down to it, it's like they keep saying no to it. They keep pushing it away out of their life. And I just feel like this person's just severely broken is what I'm getting, or at least was. So let's get some details here. The devil, oh yeah, for sure. Capricorn energy. This person might put more meaning into tangible, materialistic things, money, power, being in control, right? Maybe even just like, physical connections rather than deep emotional ones. But there's something about their past, though, a toxic environment, upbringing, just something that has them tightly bound. And it's causing them to not be able to really say yes to the light, to say yes to true love. They might even see love as weakness, is what I'm seeing with this person. So maybe it's just easier for them to be like a King of Swords, even King of Pentacles now reversed, as in I'm just going to go ahead and focus on power and money and being in control and never getting hurt and just always being in control. That's just what I keep getting here. Okay, so these two just popped up. Ooh, we have the Tower and we have the High Priestess. Yes, this person hides a lot. They do. They hide a lot of energy. They hide a lot of things that they're feeling and thinking. A lot of things are hidden, these wounds. So on the outside, you guys, you might see this person or had, in the past saw this person as someone who just had it all together, because they might present themselves as the King of Pentacles or as the King of Swords, like they just have it all together. They're perfectly fine. But this person's hiding a lot, because all it's going to take is one thing to make that tower crumble down. So they're afraid. They're afraid of that tower moment. They're afraid of things crumbling down. They can't let go of control, because if they do, that tower's going to come down. So I'm getting a couple of messages here with signs. We have Capricorn. We have the Pisces and Cancer with the moon. And then we also have Scorpio and Aries with Mars. A lot of powerful energy here, all major arcanas too. So when we have major arcanas like this in a small reading, what this means is that there are big changes that this person either has gone through or will have to go through in order to change and to start experiencing some different things. They might also have a lot of karma that they're dealing with in this lifetime. So when you met them or came together with them, they may still have had a lot of cords attached to their past or other people. Karmic lessons has a lot of karmic relationships, like strings of them. So it's like one more thing is just going to crumble that tower. So they might like to, I know it sounds weird, but they might like to travel light, as in they come in, they get involved, but then they pull out real quick and say no before things can get too deep. That's what makes this person comfortable. So that is what we're seeing. So anyways, if that resonates with you describing your person, then you're probably in the right pile. If not, you can always choose another one. So why don't we now take a look and see what is your person's, why did they do this, basically? Okay, why did your person do this? What is an explanation that Spirit can share with us as to why your person acted the way that they did, which I've already seen a lot already, but let's take it a step further. Why did they do this? That right there is a survival tactic, compartmentalization. This person is able to compartmentalize, you guys. And when you're dealing with someone like this, it makes it very difficult to get to know the real them. This person's heart, they rarely just open themselves up to anybody. So if they felt something with you initially, then they shut that down real quick because they knew that that was danger zone. The tower's going to come crashing down. That's a danger zone. They don't want to cross that line. That's why we have those boundaries. They can't cross that line. We have life portfolio. They've been this way for a long time, you guys. And what I'm seeing, and it's not like we're blaming this person's life experiences on this, but that's how we become who we become as adults. We either allow things to shape and mold us in a positive or a negative. And I'm just seeing that this person's experiences in life have been either neglectful or trauma filled. And instead of dealing with them and healing, they've instead, in order to survive, have compartmentalized. Okay. The nostalgia is about their past. Their memories are about their past. They also use accomplishments as it's like fake happiness, fake strength. They use this. It's like they use their achievements with the devil. They use their achievements to make them look like they're great, look like they have their life together. But deep down inside, you guys, this person doesn't have their life together. They don't. They're really good at masking. I'm definitely getting that. All right, let's go ahead and get some more cards. We have Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. I will return to you someday. So the thing is that maybe your person at the time when the two of you were together and having all these issues, maybe it was just bad timing for them, okay? But I mean, this person definitely in the past was like, I can't do this. Maybe they just thought one day, maybe I can, but I just can't right now. The Temperance is about timing. So they could have also thought that this was just a timing thing. Like maybe they weren't ready to settle down. Maybe they weren't ready, obviously, as we can see, to open up their heart space towards you. We do have the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups is Pisces energy. So that could be something specific. We got a Sagittarius and Pisces. Let's live in the moment. See, your person is a live in the moment kind of person. Okay? So they came in and they felt a lot of things for you, but then as soon as it got a little too deep, they pulled back. That's what happened here. That's how they operate. They did feel something for you though. And then we've got the Four of Cups, which is the rejection, the blow off. Something's missing for me. I don't know what it is. This person could have been like, I just need some time. I need some space. And you were just like, that's crazy because everything's been so wonderful. Like you came in with all of this romance and all these wonderful, beautiful things that we've shared. And now all of a sudden you're confused. What? But what you guys need to know today is the reason that this happened is because this is how this person operates. They operate just right on the surface. They don't want to go too deep. They can't go deep like the King of Cups, so they cruise like the Knight. That's a safe speed for them is the Knight of Cups. All right, let's see what else. Okay, look at this. Thank you for gifting me the freedom to explore my healing. That's a really beautiful message here from this person, especially how they've, really done you dirty, done you wrong, and made you feel perhaps like shit. But they, in some way, are saying here that they do appreciate that you let them go. So maybe you did. And maybe you knew on some level that this person had a lot of healing to do. And so instead of trying to fight for this or make this happen, you knew that wasn't going to work for you. So you kind of accepted this blow off, this rejection as, what? It was wonderful while it lasted, but at the same time, I can't continue to chase after someone that just does not want to change, that doesn't want to open up. So, you could have just left this person behind. But what's interesting is we have, I will return to you someday. That could be somewhere in this person's psyche is that they think maybe they will return to you someday when maybe they've explored their healing or maybe when they've grown up or healed some of this trauma instead of using this tactic to just compartmentalize. Okay. And it might also be too, now that I'm seeing this, it's like you're part of their life portfolio. They could think back on this connection with you. They could be nostalgic and they could have really good memories with you. And you might think to yourself, well, then why aren't they reaching out to me? This person is really excellent at compartmentalization. So even if they feel it in the moment, then they can shift to another moment and focus on other things such as work, money, success, achievements, etc. So that seems to be where your energy is in this person's life, is in your part of their life. But then they've got this mechanism that they turn to that really keeps them away from really opening themselves up to true love. So that's what went down. So this is all past, remember, you guys. And this explains why this person did what they did. So if it resonates with you, like I said, you chose the right pile. If not, you guys can always choose 1 or 3. So we are going to go into the extended now. So we're going to go deeper here and see what their karma is for hurting you, what they received after, they ended things or whatever happened here. Do they feel badly about this? How do they feel about you now? Will they ever apologize? Then we're going to go ahead and get some bonus charms and letters. So I will put that extended link down below. It will be only for number 2, so it's specific to this choice. So anyways, you guys, thanks so much for watching. And now we're going to move on into number 3. All right, guys, if you chose number 3, the red and black dragon, let's go ahead and see what Spirit wants you to know about what went down with this person, okay? So we're going to check the energy to see, are you in the right spot? If this doesn't sound like your situation, you guys can always choose number 1 and 2. So let's see what the situation is between you and your person in the past. Like, what went down? What's a snapshot of this energy here? What was going on at the time? We have the pigsty. Okay, so this is interesting here. What I'm getting immediately when I'm seeing this, not that this person's a messy person. I'm not getting that probably destroyed your relationship unless somehow that did have something to do with it. But to me, this is a hoarder, somebody that doesn't want to let go of past people. So it could be that one of the issues with this person is that they still had a lot of baggage from their past. Okay, this could be past partners, as in they were seeing you, but then they also had somebody like their ex that they were still talking to. That to me is someone who is hoarding, basically. So they're very dysfunctional in their relationships because they're not really truly present with each person. They still have a foot in the past and then they have a foot into their future, but everybody suffers. That's just what I'm seeing here, okay? And it could just be this person was just very disorganized, just in general. Their life was a freaking mess. And because their life was a mess for whatever reason, it started to bleed into your connection. All right, what else? We have 2 captivated by you. Very interesting. So you could be dealing with somebody, of course, that they were very into you, but they did not want to be into you that much because they still had this stuff from their past, or they had all this other crap going on. And maybe that just wasn't going to work for this person. Maybe they felt like they didn't have room for something so serious in their life. So that's interesting. What else? I'm telling you, there is some sort of third-party energy here connected to this person. We have influences, dark attachments, third parties. So this person, unfortunately, is very influenced by other people. It could even be that there are people around this person, even if it wasn't exes. This could be like dark people, as in, people that don't really want you to be happy. People that are jealous. This could be family members, friends that don't want you to clean up your act or clean up your life. And so they want you to kind of remain just down and out with them. So they try to influence you not to, hang out with the new person that you're hanging out with, or to improve your life in some way. So that can be it as well. But whatever's going on here, this person has a lot of energy around them that unfortunately affected this connection in a negative way. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so we have Jason Voorhees, spend time outdoors. So, of course, this particular energy, it's like when we have all this influence or all this heavy energy around us, we want to get outside, we want to break free. And I just feel, and it's not an excuse, but I feel like your person just had there was just too many things going on, and they just wanted to break free from that. So that could have in turn made you feel like they wanted to distance themselves from you. And I just feel like that's what this person needed to do as a whole, to just clear the air, to kind of air out their life, air out this freaking mess in their life. There's just too much drama. So let's just say there was just like this third party energy, right? And you found out about something. You could have given this person a lot of shit, rightly so, and said, what's the deal? What's going on here? And because this person just couldn't deal with it, they may have literally cut you out and just decided that they needed space from everything. And of course you end up feeling like, wow, doesn't really seem like you're that sorry when you're acting that way. But I just feel like this person is such a mess, especially when it comes to relationships, that they don't know how to act. And so they just kind of act in this abrupt, kind of even cruel way. They might even blame you. I'm getting that as well. They might say, you want too much from me. Even though they came into the connection, perhaps saying all these wonderful things to you, such as, you're the most beautiful person ever, or I'm so into you. And then now all of a sudden they flip it around and it's like you're too into them. You want too much from them. This is too much for them. So you have a person that's doing a little flipperoo here, and it's just like, what the hell? It's kind of that thing. Let's go ahead and get some tarot cards. All right, pile 3. What went down here with this person? Oh yeah, look at this 7 of Wands, defense mechanism. I'm telling you, this person, they're fighting their own battles inside of themselves, but how it ends up coming out is it ends up coming out on other people. They take it out on other people. They also can either get really defensive, so then they shut down, or again, they project on you, they blame you, right? But they also have a lot of people coming at them at one time. And I just feel it might be because they don't know how to hold healthy boundaries. They don't know how to end things properly. So they have all these loose ends, and just when it all comes at them all at one time, it's so overwhelming. They just can't really do anything but just lose it all. So that's why it's like airing out the situation. Let me just go ahead and just clear the air. And that right there is just not dealing with it. It's just wanting to escape is what I'm seeing here. All right, this is the Chariot's energy. Yeah, the Chariot is about moving forward and just trying to kind of travel on. I'm going to keep on keeping on. This person might also really like to spend a lot of time outdoors and travel. So maybe they just didn't want to be stuck. They didn't want to be confined for whatever reason. So you could be dealing with someone who's like very restless as well, and they just don't want anyone to have that much influence in their life that tells them that they can't do this or they can't do that. So maybe they just want to be free, or they see relationships as constraining. I don't know, something like that. And now we have the 8 of Cups. Yeah, so this right here, it's like someone walked away from someone. Someone just was like, this isn't what I'm looking for. This isn't what I want. This is too much for me. I need time. I need space. So that's probably what went down with your person. So just take it as it resonates. But the 8 of Cups, it's like, instead of sitting there and dealing with it, this person just kind of exits the building and leaves everybody just kind of like, what? They leave everybody in their mess. Like the mess that they created, everyone's sitting in it now. And they want to to escape. They don't want to sit in the pigsty. It stinks. So what do? They open up the window, they jump out, and then they're kind of cruising around like a lone wolf, leaving everybody behind to kind of deal with the stench. I don't know. I'm just getting that. So anyways, let's go ahead and see, why did your person do this? Okay. What is the reason that this person did this to you? What's at the root of this? What's at the root of this person's behavior here? We have abandonment. Interesting. So it could be that your person just really is afraid of being abandoned. So maybe they just sabotage things first, so that way they don't have to be abandoned or left. Maybe on some level, they just know that they like stink, like as a person, they just stink. Not really, but their attitude or their behavior. And so in order for them to kind of feel like they're in some sort of position of power or control, they abandon people first so they don't have to feel that loss. They don't have to feel that blow to their ego. That could be it too. We have divide. Interesting. Look, forced hand, separation, cutting ties. It's exactly what I got with this person. They just cut people out. They put a wedge in between the two of them, or in between them and other people. They cut ties very easily. They cut people out. It's very cut and dry, and it's very hurtful is what I'm seeing too, because people don't understand how they can just flip a switch overnight and just completely be done. And I just feel they need to abandon you first before you leave them, because they know that their life is a mess. That's the thing. They know that, like I said, they know their life stinks. And if you get too close, or if you look you look deeper, you're going to see it. And so what they do is they sabotage this and they leave you first. Okay. Now it might be that this individual just has a lot of baggage. Like maybe they have an ex, they have kids, they have responsibilities. And that might be something as well where, they feel like they have to separate themselves from you and cut themselves away, because now, like I said, the stench of their life is now leaking onto yours. And so it's like, I just have to let you go because you're not going to be happy with my mess. Interesting. All right, let's see what else. Why did your person do this? Okay, we have Knight of Swords. I want to talk. Now, Knight of Swords is Gemini's energy. It's duality. I feel like this person wants to talk to you, or they wanted to, but then on the other end, they were like, "What? I don't know that I should." Okay, that's what I'm seeing with that. We have this mask too. It's like, is it easier to just keep the mask on and pretend I don't care, or should I take it off and actually say I do care? I feel like this person was back and forth with you. Okay. Why did they do this? So if they didn't reach out to you, they didn't communicate with you, it was because they were in a toss up with that choice, right? And they might have just been afraid that maybe you were just going to really see what a mess they really were. So they just avoided it. We also have the Knight of Wands. We have two Knight energies here. This is Sagittarius, feeling restless. And I kind of got that anyways with that travel energy here. Your person might just be the type of individual that likes to travel light. They don't really want to have a lot of constraints. They want to be able to do what they want to do when they want to do it. But the Knight of Wands, their actions can sometimes be very selfish, as in, they feel things, they do it in the moment, but then they change their mind, and it hurts a lot of people. So I feel like this individual has probably forced a lot of people's hand in separating from them and cutting ties with them. So when it comes to you, it might be that they didn't want that to happen again. So they abandoned you first, or put a fork in it first, because they just don't want to deal with that feeling. That could be it too. It could also be you found something out, and so it forced their hand to sabotage this, so that way you wouldn't know something or find something more out. I don't know. It's like a defense mechanism here. Okay, and we've got strength, Leo's energy. Do I have what it takes? I feel like your person, just at the end of the day, they probably came to the conclusion that they didn't have what it took. They didn't have it. They weren't strong enough, and they knew it. So they might have just let you go, is what I'm getting here. That instead of fighting for it, they just let it go because it was easier for them. And it doesn't mean they didn't care. It just means that that's a survival mechanism. That's what people do when they don't know what to say, or don't know what to do, or they don't know why they're feeling what they're feeling. So they just kind of give up, is what I'm getting here. And I feel like that's what happened. All right, let's see what else. Just a lack of strength and courage this person has. Oh, wow. I am paying a heavy price for all my wrongs. Karma is not kind to me, but I know that in time justice will be served. Okay. So I feel like your person has gone through a lot of stuff, okay? Not just because of the things that they did to you, but things that they've done to a lot of people. Because I feel like there's a lot of people connected to this person, okay? With all those influences and dark attachments, to me, that just means there's probably a lot of people that hate this person because they did a lot of people dirty and a lot of people wrong, including you. Okay? And why are they doing this? Well, they act like a lion, but they're really not. They're just a freaking cub. They're a cub pretending to be a lion. A lot of low self-esteem issues here. This person has a lot of low self-worth. But the thing is that that's what they do, you know? This is how they remain in control. This is how they remain in this state. So that is the energy here. They're just afraid, and that's what happens. But they have had to go through a lot of karma, and they've paid a heavy price. And maybe it could be a lot of terrible things have even happened to this person. Maybe you've even witnessed it too. And you're just like, damn, you know what I mean? So anyways, you guys, we are going to go ahead and go a little bit deeper into the extended version. So there will be a link down below specifically for pile number 3. So it's specific to this reading, okay? And we're going to go deeper into a snapshot of this actual karma and see what it looks like, what happened to this person, as well as do they feel badly about what happened? How do they feel about you now? Will they ever apologize to you? And we're also going to get into some bonus charms and letters just for some, special things pertaining to your connection. So anyways, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys over on the extended. All right, take care. Bye-bye. Oops.